everyone, it's Ellen from Classroom Unbound, and for those of you who are new to my channel, I am a homeschool mom of a 7, 6, and 4-year-old, and today I'm going to show you guys our curriculum that we're going to be using for the 2018-2019 school year. So if they were going into public school, my oldest would be going into 2nd grade, my middle would be going into 1st grade, and then my 4-year-old, obviously just a preschooler. And so today the curriculum that I'm going to show you are for them, but they're not necessarily only 1st and 2nd grade curriculum. One of the beauties of homeschooling for me is being able to teach my children where they are, wherever they need it. So like for example, my oldest, he's strong in math, so we're going to be using 3rd grade math this year, but one of his weaknesses is writing and spelling, so we're going to be working like on a 1st, 2nd grade level, probably more 1st grade level with writing, and about 2nd grade level with spelling. So some of the stuff that you'll see like a mix of grades. So it's kind of like a 1st through 3rd grade curriculum, but you know, we just kind of, wherever I see the need or wherever I see fit, you know, I get what works for my children. So for the main subjects like science, art, or I guess not main, but for some of the subjects, science, art, history, music, I think that's it. We do combined, so we'll work together on those, and I'll either make it a little bit harder for my 2nd grader and a little bit easier for my 1st, or have them both do whatever like the worksheet or the project requires. And then for reading, or teaching of reading, and math, those are separate. And so you'll see that in the video, and I'll kind of go over what I'm using with each child and just all the curriculum that we plan on using this year. I know that plans change, so this is my plan as of now, and then of course like every 6 weeks when we take a week off, and then of course like mid-year, I'll readjust. If we have something that's not working for us, maybe I'll change it out, and I'll update our curriculum midway through and let you guys know what's really working and what's not working so much. So let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, and send me a link if you have your curriculum that you want to share as well. So for the main like spine of our curriculum, we're going to be using level 2, the medieval world of Build Your Library. So we did level 1 last year, and we're just going to continue. So this is something that I use for both of my boys, and we work through this together. So it's kind of just, you know, laid out by week, and it has the list of the books and literature that we'll be reading throughout the year. And then, let's see, a date. Okay, here, so like here's week 1, and it gives us like what we're gonna do with certain things. So we'll loosely follow the science, but I'm gonna mostly do my own science, which I'll show you in a minute. And then, you know, you do your own math, but we'll follow this mostly for the breakdown of the history, the poetry, literature, and art. And then I kind of put in my own subjects and supplemental material. For math this year, we are trying out some new curriculum. We've never used these before. Previously, we used Math UC, that was last year, and we've also used Saxon and Singapore. And I just kind of like to switch around maths. For me, I have a bachelor's degree in math, so I don't have a problem teaching math. This, for me, is easy to teach. So I just kind of like switching around to different curriculums every year just to kind of see where our niche is. I haven't quite found it yet, but we'll try these out. So for my 6-year-old, he'll be working through the Math Mammoth. And so it comes with cumulative review and test, answer keys. So it has workbook 1A and 1B. So this is what my 6-year-old will be working through, and then my 7-year-old, he'll be 8 in the fall. He'll be going through a teaching textbook, Math 3. So it has this big workbook and the answer booklet. Now for this one, I did not order the CD, the instruction CD, again because math is my favorite subject and I find it easy to teach. So I don't need extra instructional aids. So we'll try these maths out this year and see how we like science this year. We're going to continue with the Sassafras Science Adventures. Last year we only did volume 1, which was zoology. And then this year we will go through volume 2, anatomy, and then volume 3, botany. So we plan on doing this one in the fall and then this one in the spring. So each one has about 18 weeks, I think, 18 weeks of lessons. And let's see, 18. And so we're going to do school about 36 weeks this year, and that'll be perfect, one for fall, one for spring. And this comes with, both of them come with the chapter book portion, and then you have the log book, which you log different things as you go through, and then also the guide, the teacher's guide. Here. And so the same 3 books for botany as well. For our language arts, we'll be going through level 2 of the first language lessons, and we also have like wide ruled composition notebooks to take notes in. So whatever activities we do in here, we are going to put in here. So we did level 1 last year, and then we'll continue with level 2. History, we continue with Story of the World, volume 2. So now we're going to talk about the Middle Ages. Last year was ancient times. So similar to Sassafras, you have your chapter book, and then all of the activities and worksheets will be in here. And we so far have liked Story of the World, so we are going to continue on with this series. Continue teaching reading. My oldest has already worked through this, so now, or my 7-year-old, so now my 6-year-old is going to continue working through. So we are about, let's see, on lesson 38. So we'll just continue on through that for the rest of the year. And I'll find little worksheets or little practice sheets online, like on Pinterest or something like that, to kind of go with what we're learning. And also little books at the library to review certain concepts. We will be going through workout A and workout B. So this will be for my 7-year-old, and then this will be for my 6-year-old. And they're very similar in layout. They have basically, I think, 36 lessons, so we'll get through a lesson a week. And let's see, and we'll do just a couple of things each day. So yes, 36 lessons. So for example, let's just go to lesson 6. Check spelling notebook, lesson 1. So it's kind of broken up where you can do one thing a day and do like a practice thing. So we'll probably do 1 to 2 items a day, and then practice our spelling by the end of the week. Geography practice, we will go through daily geography practice. And this is something that, I guess you could do it every day, but I think the daily things are super short, so we might just go through it once a week. So for instance here, this is week 1, and then there's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but each one is just like 1 or 2 questions. So we might just do a page a day. So do geography one day, like geography on Tuesday and Thursday, and do this and then this on each of those days. And again, this one has about 36 weeks as well, so it's kind of perfect, yes, since we will have 36 weeks in our school year. Handwriting practice, this is also while I'm working with one child on one particular thing. This is something that can kind of fill that time if they need something to do. We'll be working through printing power and my printing book. So this one is for my 6-year-old, and then this one is for my 7-year-old. I think that handwriting is very important, and I know we can incorporate it into different subjects, but I like how, I'll show you this one, I like how this one really works on like the forming of the letters properly, and just the spacing, and really just writing letters properly. And the same for here, we also have the same kind of idea, just making sure we're forming our letters properly and taking our time in writing neatly. This is one of the art books that we'll be using this year, Discovering Great Artists, and this is part of the Build Your Library curriculum. There are a couple of more books that I did order, but they're just not here yet. And so with this one, it just talks about different artists when they were alive, what kind of art they did, and then some ideas on how to emulate their work. So this will be some of the art stuff that we'll be going throughout the year. I plan on doing art probably at least twice a week. I think it's important to keep art in the classroom or in the home school room. Music, we'll be going through these three, they're coloring books. So we have great composers, musical instruments, and then Color Me Mozart. So again, we'll probably do this about twice a week. And we'll just go through and color the different artists and learn about them throughout the year. This one, musical instruments. And then also, of course, while we're coloring these, we will listen to either something with that musical instrument or something with that particular composer, musician, or something of that nature. So we have our language portion of our homeschool, and since we live in Korea, I did just get some flashcards in Korean. I folded this up, but it's Let's Learn Korean. So it has some flashcards with an audio CD, with some games and songs. It also has a wall chart. I just unpacked this from our move. So we'll put that up so we can know and learn some Korean, some flashcards we'll just go over. And this is just a very, loosely learning activity. This is not like a main thing. I just feel like since we're in the country, we should learn a little bit of the language. And then I have some German resources here because our family is of German heritage and I do speak fluent German. So I want to make sure that my children can also read and speak German. So some stuff that I got was Cool Kids Speak German, and it's just, basically some activities and worksheets on German. We have here, this is just a book on just different, like a toddler book. A toddler book on, different items in Germany. So erste Woche lernen. There, we have 52 weeks of German. So just little bite-sized lessons of, what kind of things we can discuss while, sitting around the table, or we'd have 52 weeks, like each week we'll focus on one thing. My husband is of German heritage as well, but doesn't speak German, so this will help him as well. Toddler handbook, so this is English German, learn German words. We have a bilingual coloring book. I ordered this off Amazon, and like this, I have a regular sized hand. It's smaller than I thought it was, but it's still okay. Same thing, it's like the toddler handbook. Ich spreche Deutsch, so German learning for kids. I ordered these off Amazon, and I thought they were a little bit more than what they are. But it's okay. We'll use these, but just if you were interested in some German workbooks, let me flip through them real quick. So like this one is some simple German words, and your child can just copy them. So you could use this like as a handwriting activity as well. This one has some sayings, some common phrases, colors. So again, you could use this, you could double up and use this as a handwriting activity, but it's very simple, I'll say that. And here I can learn German. So same thing, just some simple things like handwriting practice, and maybe you can also like color at the top. And then I have this double language book. I'm not sure what those are called, but My Daddy is the Best, Mein Papa ist der Beste. So we can read through these and then just continuously practice our German. I hope you enjoyed looking at our curriculum for the upcoming 2018-2019 school year. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, share in the comments anything that you particularly liked, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.